If you have ever killed someone in your dream and woke up disturbed, it may not be something bad about you at all. Sometimes it can represent something that is ending in your life. And that sometimes is a very healthy thing. Killing something or someone in a dream can be a positive manifestation of what you need to do. It can be ending a habit or ending a fear cycle or ending a lie or an old identity. It can also mean like getting rid of a toxic influence in your life. Sometimes killing someone in your dreams is finally putting an end to something in your life that needed to go. Killing an attacker can be overcoming fear or someone trying to take from you. If you're killing a monster in your dream, you can be overcoming some kind of an obstacle. If you are killing something that is chasing you, that means you are gaining authority. That is a really, really good one. Now, sometimes, honestly, killing someone or something in your dream it's a warning dream. And that's actually what I'm going to cover with you guys today is a warning dream I had where I was killing someone. But first, I want to talk to those of you that are new here. My name is Nicole, and I firmly believe that your dreams that you're having at night are helping decode your future. So I am passionate about helping people learn how to understand the symbols in their dreams and turn them into the messages that are trying to be conveyed to help them with the things they're ruminating on during the day. So if you like this conversation, please hit the like button and subscribe so that you know when new videos come out, and it lets the algorithm know that people like you like content like this. Let's talk about when killing someone in a dream is actually a warning or warning you that you're causing harm versus removing something negative from your life. Sometimes killing someone in a dream, depending on the method that is being used, can mean that you are utilizing really harsh words and you could be creating relational damage with that. It can also be you killing something that is showing that you're shutting down emotionally somewhere in your life. Also, along those same lines, it can show that you're avoiding something. You're killing something in order to avoid dealing with it. Another big one is you could be killing something that is healthy in your life. It's really all of this belongs in the symbols and the feelings of the dream in order to tell whether the killing is a positive or a negative that your dream life is trying to cue you into. Oftentimes, the dream is asking, are you ending something or are you hurting something? And the feelings in the dream are going to tell you which way it's going, what it's trying to tell you. Feelings like relief, then that can be a healthy reason or a healthy ending to something. Guilt, that's going to play into the dream that I share with you. That means that you're probably causing harm. Fear of something after the murder can be that you're avoiding something. I've had a couple of those too. The emotions in the dream can matter too. So like if you're very angry, it can be showing that you're processing the emotions of something potentially with the person that you're murdering. All right, the dream I'm going to share with you today is from January 1st of 2022. And this dream really has sat in my memory for a long time because the feelings in the dream were so intense. They were so raw and real and painful that I knew that it had a great meaning to it. And at the time of having this dream, the person in the dream is actually my great uncle John, but he had already passed at that time. And I get a lot of these questions actually when I get some dreams in from the dream community, like, here's a dream about so and so, but they're already dead. You know, they've already passed on. And what it means is that person in your dream is representing something or someone else. And for me, since my uncle had already passed at the timing of this dream, I knew that he represents someone else in my life. All right, let's dig in. I was in a kitchen. I had killed Uncle John with 2 knife wounds to the back and 1 to the neck. When I killed him, I received the wounds in my own body. This was normal. And the wound by the neck was sore. I had every right to kill Uncle John because in this world, if someone said something wrong to you, you had the right to do so. In the kitchen, I had a plastic grocery sack full of bloody water tied up and hanging on the side of the table. This was the evidence of what I'd done. I was totally justified at the beginning of the dream. But the more I thought about my actions, how wonderful Uncle John was, and how his two boys were going to feel about him being dead, these two men were not the same as my uncle's real sons in reality. I started to deeply regret what I'd done and worry that everyone would not be okay with it. I suddenly didn't feel so justified anymore. And I began to worry and started to devise ways to hide the fact that I'd committed this murder when everyone realized Uncle John never came back. I took the plastic bag of bloody water. It had started to leak at the seam, and I poured it down the kitchen sink, knowing that I was mixing the bloody water with the plates of food. As the water poured into the sink, I specifically noticed it washed completely over a black square plate of old food, like nachos or some previously partially uneaten appetizer. Woo! You can see this was a dark dream. And I won't, this video would be too long for me to break down every symbol in it. But let me tell you, the symbols in this dream all matter. They are all revelatory or that in a way that led me to what this dream is representing. Does that make sense? So there's a few key ones that I have to tell you that I want to make sure to highlight so you can have an understanding of how this warning dream is playing out, how it's something that I'm doing to harm versus a harm that I'm eliminating. Does that make sense? All right. First, it's the knife wounds and it's in the back, right? So sometimes a back can represent persistence and persistence because like, man, you're on my back, right? You're persistent about something. Two can mean like an agreement or even a division. Sometimes it can mean division. And so what it's showing is that the knife wounds, those are words persistently going on in my head and in my heart. And then the neck, that one that was sore on my body, that was like decision making. So if you think, what does a neck do? It allows you to turn left, go straight, turn right. It is a decision maker for your head. So here's just one of the most powerful parts about this dream. When I inflicted the knife wounds on my Uncle John, I received them on my body. Wow. That is a profound statement. What that means is my persistent negative thoughts, and I'm going to tell you how I know this is thoughts. I'm going to walk you through that, are affecting not only this person and their decision making, but every action like that towards them, words against them, affects me too. Profound, right? So it affects my decision making too. And when I first read this dream, I thought, oh my gosh, like, am I going to be like gossiping or like going to people and speaking badly about someone? Like, it was so, like, the feelings in the dream were strong. I knew that this was something important. But then there was one key symbol that told me that it wasn't an outward way of killing someone, it was an inward. And that symbol is I was in the kitchen. What do you do in a kitchen? Like, you prepare food, you meet with family, you hang out in the kitchen. It is a place where you ruminate and you conversate and you prepare food and you eat food and you store food. What does all of that sound like? The mind, where we think, where we process, where we receive, and where we put out food, okay, of our minds. So it was key in telling me that it is the persistent thoughts against Uncle John, persistent words against Uncle John that are affecting not not just killing him in my mind, but affecting my decision making. And then here's the next part. I'm fully justified at first. And the feelings were strong. Like in this world, because it's a different world in the dream, in this world, you say something bad to me, you do something wrong to me, I am justified to cut you off. See the knife metaphor? I didn't use a gun. I am justified to cut you off. And I feel it at the beginning of the dream. Now, here's the next symbol I want to make sure to highlight. That like grocery sack of bloody water. We've talked about this in a past video. Waters can be emotions. So these are like bloody emotions, but consider what it's inside. What does a bag do? It holds something. What inside you holds something? Your heart. You hold your emotions in your heart. Well, it's plastic. Plastic is artificial. It's fake. It is not real. It's not in this capacity. It wasn't good. I'm holding these bloody emotions artificially. It doesn't belong to me. It's not natural. It's not good. All right. And then you can see the metaphor where my emotions in the dream start to change about the right I have to kill Uncle John. And then so does the bag start leaking. So that artificial heart of mine, that artificial emotional state that I'm in, it starts to leak. It starts to show that there's trouble. And simultaneously, my emotions in the dream do the same thing. I start to think, maybe this isn't so justified. Maybe this isn't such a good thing. And maybe everyone around me isn't going to agree with what I did with this cutting off. So there's critical things at the end of this. Number one, the decisions I had made to inflict those knife wounds, they couldn't be undone. That's what was the horrible feeling in the dream. I couldn't bring Uncle John back to life. Then the second critical part, well, number one, I try to make excuses, which is never good. The second part is I decide that I am going to pour all of these emotions down the sink. I'm going to pour it out. I am not going to hold it in this artificial place anymore. And I know it's going to get all over my dishes. In particular, this nachos, like nachos or tortilla chips, this is a theme I'm going to actually be exploring because it's shown up in some other dreams of mine in the past. So that's something else I'm going to be kind of digging into, right? The appetizer, a having appetizer, it's like the beginning of something. Now, I know that this is a warning dream to prevent me from allowing these persistent thoughts to stay in my head against this person and then get rid of it. Just throw it down the sink. Get the get the get those emotions gone, cleaned out, right? At the end, there's a second dream, and I don't have enough time because this video would be too long. I don't have enough time, but the second dream in this two dream night of mine on January 1st, 2020 is really positive. And now in this one, instead of killing, I'm adding to and receiving. Now, this means that I am able to take the warning from the dream, watch the words of my mind, not allow this world's justification to fuel persistent negative thoughts. Instead, I'm going to renew my mind and recognize, if you look there, my Uncle John, I specifically say how wonderful Uncle John was, right? So I'm renewing my mind because of a negative killing dream, a dream that is warning me that my thought life can kill off something. I will think it's okay at first. I will think it is justified at first. And then I'll realize the permanent damage that comes from allowing persistent thoughts like that to take over you. It's powerful. These dreams are so, when you know the symbols, when you can look at it for what it's trying to convey through symbols and feelings versus the literal meaning of the dream. If I looked at this literally, I would have zero understanding of it. My uncle's already dead. He is a wonderful person, was a wonderful person, a huge influence in my life. But I would probably throw this dream away. Like, maybe I'm just processing that he died. But no, when you break down the symbols, and there's more in there, and there's more in that second dream that I had that night, it shows that by heeding the warning of this dream. Oh, I want to make sure to cover this too. The reason why I specified that the feelings in this dream were so strong is because I have found in my dream life so far, as I've walked it out, that the stronger the feelings of the dream, or the more vivid the colors of the dream, the more important they are. All dreams are important, in my opinion. They all matter in helping guide you through to your destiny. But those that are strong, those that just, you wake up and you're like, "Whew," I woke up from that one and I was like, "Oh, that feels awful. I never want to experience that in my life." Or ones where I've actually woken up still feeling the feeling of the dream when I wake up, or those that are so bright and vivid. Pay attention. Pay attention to those dreams, because the level of information and the level of how much it will impact your life if you take it seriously and do something with that is higher than your other dreams. It's more important. It's more revelatory. It's more impactful to your future. And that's what this one was. And because of this dream, because of the extreme nature of the symbols in it. And thank God, because I have a firm understanding of what it's telling me, I won't walk down that road. I won't let my mind be persistently pulled into the cutting or the stabbing words that this world tells me are okay. Because I'm going to take this dream seriously and be careful with not only the words of my mouth, but the thoughts of my head, I will prevent the permanent disaster that this dream is warning me about. And that's exactly what you can do with your killing dreams too. Either embrace it because the feelings are positive, or pay attention and don't walk that path because the feelings are negative. Whatever it is, it's important. If you made it all the way through to the end of this episode, thank you so much for watching. I love talking about dreams, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, hit the subscribe button, because this channel is only here because of you. And if you want to dive deeper into your own dreams, I have a free community for that. See the link below.